Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Bison video blog. Along with Jeff Kolpack, I'm Izzo. We're doing our summer countdown thing. We've done this the last 2 years. This week, we're focusing on the top 5 breakthrough players for North Dakota State for 2016. Before we get any further, last year, a massive controversy involved when you were up here because you wore shorts. Can you confirm you're wearing pants today? Can you show for the viewing audience?
Pants, yeah. I learned my lesson.
So there you go.
I learned my lesson.
After last year's hubbub, no shorts at least today. Still early in the summer. Number 4 on our list is a redshirt freshman, sophomore, who's going to get some major playing time this year. At least we imagine so, in a spot that's produced now 3 NFL players for NDSU over the last 6 years at left tackle, and that's Colin, who you have at number 4 on our list of breakthrough guys.
I'm sure most Bison fans are going to go, okay, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Colin. He's 6'5", 305 from Mineral Point, Wisconsin. And a recruited guy, relatively highly regarded, but now he's in the spot, the blind side, as they like to call it, that is a huge part of this offense.
You and I both visited with him during the spring. Soft-spoken kind of guy, but he is well aware of the attention that's going to be on him and the pressure that goes with taking over this spot. Obviously, you mentioned it. This is a spot that has become now a tower of strength for the Bison, from Paul Kornick, obviously what Billy Turner did, and then Joe Haig just spent the last 2 years being an All-American at that spot.
And sometimes it's hard, I know, for fans to look at the offensive line during the course of a game and see who's playing well. But the left tackle just
when they're not.
exactly stands out a little more. When you see a hard Russian end go right around your left tackle, and then your quarterback's got his back to him, and then boom, well, then people notice. And it's almost like the long snapper. If you don't hear about him, he's probably doing a good job.
I look at a couple of the defensive ends, Adam Reth at Northern Iowa, Rivers at Youngstown State. Those guys are tremendous around the edge. And this is a guy who, between he and the young Zach Johnson, I know we're going to talk about over the next couple weeks, they're going to be thrown right into the fire, and they're going to have to find out. And this is very similar, I think, to a couple years ago, that NDSU is going to find out if these guys can play or if they can't.
And if they don't, Landon Leckler can probably, he's a senior, he can go from right tackle to left tackle if they have to, and then you can put plankers there. So there's some potential to juggle a lineup if you have to. But Colin Connor, no doubt, he's got the first shot.
I look back at it with Austin Coonard, remember, in 2014, first game out of the chute at Iowa State, where they found out, okay, he can, and Jesse Hines, too, at center that year, where they were having 6 to 7 guys, and I think Chris Kleiman told you and I both this, that ideally, the Bison want to have 7 to 8 offensive linemen that they can put in a rotation. It's not going to be the same 5. They're going to play all 70 snaps in a game.
Obviously, one of the keys to the 5 straight titles is they've been able to recruit offensive linemen at a pretty decent clip.
If it's hard to put numbers or projections on guys, so what would you say for a breakthrough year? What do you need to see out of Connor in 2016?
Well, what I need to see is just what I don't want to see, and that's if you're a Bison fan, and that's guys just coming around. And the ground game, we'll see. It's a physical game. If you can run left, if you can protect. I know it sounds basic, and it's a lot more complex than that, but that's what you're going to want to see.
That's number 4 on our list of breakthrough athletes for the Bison, and football for 2016 is Colin Connor. Back tomorrow with number 3.